Now, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory and the former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, on Tuesday took another swipe at Governor Wike-Fubara and the leaders of the People's Democratic Party in the state in what is seen as a resumption of hostilities over issues that arose from the last elections. Wike is reported as referring to the governor as a boy, and I quote, while describing the party leaders as, and I quote, transactional politicians, political vampires, and buccaneers, end quote. It's understood that Wike's criticism was directed at figures such as former Transport Minister Abiye Sekibo, one-time PDP National Chairman Uche Secondus, a former governor of River State, Celestine Omehia, and ex-deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Austin Opara. His grievance is said to be the public show of allegiance being shown towards the governor by the political leaders in question. Now, what could possibly bring peace and reconciliation into the state? Rise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss this emerging scenario. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Warm welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure having you as usual.
Right. It's been a while since we've dug into the affairs of River State, but here we are again, still ongoing. What are your insights on these latest developments?
Well, it's very exciting political melodrama, and I like the use of language. That is beautiful political verbiage. Calling those elders vampires, things like that. You see, it's the nature of our politics. What is happening there? Where you have elders, you have people living on government, where you have people at the back, supposedly godfathers. We love that language. Godfathers in the background. That scenario playing out in River State. See, the way Wike saw it was that he invested in power and he must have the dividends. He won't be the first person to do that. There was a Chief Mba, very wealthy in the southeast, during Gige's time. When he got to office, he said he wanted 13 ministries out of 20. You can see that is the same mindset of Wike. He said he just asked for 20%. That he should go and find out what happened elsewhere, referring to the president of the Senate. Something like that. That the person he handed over to, he gave him the entire cabinet. That is the nature of our politics. It's only coming out into public domain now. You see, it's Machiavellian. You know Niccolo Machiavelli of the state of Florence. His book, The Prince, it's about power. That the end justifies the means. No ethics or morals in power. That is what you see going on now. Because this, the president intervened. They respected that office. But you see, it is not a very easy thing. Wike buried the asset just because he respects the president. Fubara himself is the governor of the state. He feels belittled that he is not allowed to wield his biro. Like he said the other time, that he still uses that biro to sign things in power. So it's a very interesting political drama. But at the end of the day, you settled in the court of law. That there is a case on appeal by the PDP that they hope the Court of Appeal will rule in their favor. And see, I think there is an extant law that if you cross carpet, you literally lose your hand. But in this case, this was mass cross carpeting. How the law will interpret that, I don't want to anticipate. But then, if you look at it in terms of mathematics, you may think you know the answer. But then, you never know when the case gets to the court of law. But as it is a situation that I'm enjoying it because I know it's real drama. You think it's fiction. It's not fiction. You have a former governor, exam minister, powerful minister in the center, controlling his party, at home. And some people asked him, why is he doing that? He said he must oil his car. Oil is
It's political machinery.
Machinery, that's right. So, to him, he's doing what is normal. And he's getting away with it. Fubara, too, is not entirely powerless. But you look at the morality of it. Wike has not left PDP, but is holding a dagger to the throat of PDP. PDP does not know how to eject him because he has secured a court verdict in his favor. That they have not even given him a query for insubordination or anti-party activities. So it's a very dramatic situation. And nobody knows how it will end. Of course, it's the state that suffers because Fubara, whatever program he has or he had in mind, I don't think he can execute it now. See the issue they are fighting over, very crucial, budget. They passed the budget, minority budget, how we call it, you get me? And they said they want him to represent that budget to the House populated now by defectors of the original party. So, it's very entertaining political drama. I am looking forward to how it will end. Most importantly, I'm looking forward to that court verdict on the appeal. I want to see the rationale for whatever judgment comes out of it. Although on the surface of it, you will think it's predictable, but you never know.
Mr. Sobowale, we'll wait for the outcome of that case and you remain entertained.
Obviously.
You did mention that, of course, the president intervened in this matter a while ago. Do you think that the party needs to play, the party leadership needs to play some role in intervening in this, or should it just be left alone?
Which party this time?
That's the question.
No, you are the one asking. You say the party. You say the party's leadership.
Let's say the party's leadership.
Because they are both involved.
Yes.
These people are elected on the platform of PDP. They swapped over en masse. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it shows how powerful Wike is, whether you like it or not. You see, the APC leadership has intervened. That is why we had the pitch from the president. But I don't think Atiku has the time for that now. He's busy playing opposition to this present regime. Otherwise, I have said it here before, that what he should have done is to go back and rejuvenate his party, reorganize his party, so that another Wike does not emerge on the eve of a presidential
election
primary of the party. And then, I mean, they got almost 3 presidential candidates out of PDP because of this Wike intervention. Wike is like a bull in a China wear shop for the PDP. They should find a way to ease him out if they don't want him to bring the house down on them. So, I think the president has done his bit. His own now is to monitor and see that they don't derail. Then, of course, he has the big whip as the big whip of power, of incumbency. Don't just dare the president anyhow like that. But PDP, I don't know. I don't know how they will take on Wike in the courts. But literally, they too should go to court and ask him to give him query, go to court. Although they have not even given him query. No, I keep on telling you that. Maybe they are afraid of him, but that they are showing him too much respect at the expense of the stability of their own party. So, the APC leadership has intervened. The leadership is reluctant to, or is afraid, or is timid. That's the scenario. Yes.
Well, the PDP, of course, will be holding their first NEC meeting in almost a year. That'll be on the 18th of April. So we'll see what comes out of that. But my question to you is, these elders that Wike is referring to with, all sorts of colorful names and language, have pledged their allegiance to the president, that's President Tinubu, but have also pledged their support to the governor, who is Fubara. So does he have any options? That's Governor Wike. What are really his options? Because at the end of the day, in the same statement where he said he's oiling his political machinery, he said, I'm not from Abuja. At the end of the day, I have to go back to Rivers State. But given that Governor Fubara is still the incumbent at the end of the day, President Tinubu is also an incumbent, and he is a sitting minister who's operating outside of his constituency. Does he really have many cards to play besides making noise from Abuja?
He has more than 1 million cards to play, and he's playing them well, even from Abuja. Can't you see that he's dominating, even though he's trying to wash his hands off that is in Abuja? It's very powerful. That is why what is happening is happening. And it's as if he has not relinquished authority as governor. That means you can't even call him former governor now, or governor in absentia. He's very much in control. And even Fubara is paying due obeisance to him. He's afraid of him. You see, on the other issue you raised, you said he has called people names. Look at those names. They are not complimentary names. You get me? But in the way they suit the occasion. You get me? I'm sure they will call him worse things. No, they will have their own terminology. Yes. Politics is not a mass. It's not a Christian mass or a service in the mosque. Even in the mosque, they rail down on people, bad leaders, or people who are involved in corruption. So that is the scenario over there. Before I used to say I admire Wike, but now I'm afraid for him. I'm afraid for him. He's really so much power and influence.
But at least you're still entertained by how this situation is playing out.
It's unfolding.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dayo Sobowale, a Rising analyst. We appreciate your time as always. Thank you.